I was really sitting here thinking, you guys, and I was talking to a friend earlier, and I was just like, I am so desperate for God. And this season of my life, I'm desperate for God. I don't want anything to come over top of God. I don't want anything to come before God. This stage in my life is all about me and God. Going to church, reading my Bible, reading my Christian books, praying on God, leaning on God, using God for my discernment. I used to just make random decisions and not even think about if God was in the middle of that decision. But now it's like I don't even want to make a decision in my life without going to God first to say, is this the right decision for me, God? Or should I go somewhere else? If I'm dating someone, I don't want to just date that person without going to God and saying, hey God, is this the person that you sent to me, or is he not good for me? Like, I want to be able to even use discernment when I'm meeting new people in my life, whether it be a friendship, relationship, whatever, to know if this person is good or not. I want God to guide me through my whole steps of my life. I don't want to take the wheel no more. I want to give it to God and him tell me, Sherelle, you need to go this way, that way, turn right, turn left, back the car back up. This is where I'm at in my life. And I think once you become desperate for him, things will change. Everybody that I've talked to about all these things, they said, Sherelle, your life is about to change. Once you start putting God first, once you start doing all things God's asking you to do, and once you let go of that worry and you let it go and you give it to God, you will see your life is about to change for the better. One thing is, my dad used to ask me, still asks me every day, he said, Sherelle, did you pray today? He asked me that all last year. He would ask me that. And if I said no, he was like, well, you need to pray. And so I made sure every time I prayed, and I would go to my dad and say, Dad, I prayed today. And I would say, Dad, I prayed today, and I prayed for you, and I prayed for this. And it was just a moment, because it's like, I'm getting emotional just a little bit. Prayer is so powerful. When we think about it, we think we need all these outside things and people, and we don't, because we have God. I watched this video where a lady spoke on how women are so desperate for a man but not desperate enough for God. And it's so true, because we get so, especially I know for me, I spent years being desperate for things that I didn't need to be desperate for, whether it was a relationship or whatever, things that didn't even matter, but I wasn't desperate enough for God. And I had to learn, like, God has got to come before anything. God has got to come. My mom always says, Sherelle, God is a jealous God. Sherelle, he's jealous. You got to put him first. My mom always says, Sherelle, if you pray to God, you can't worry about it no more. You got to give it to God. And I just feel like at this stage in my life, that's all I care about. I'm so desperate for him. I want my life to just be surrounded just by God and his faith and his healing and his aura and his word. And I think that that's really a big thing for me this year.